Welcome to the Now Show. This episode is all about the 10 essentials to what all the young people are saying, living your best life. But they're really just 10 essentials that you can add to your life. So I believe in focusing on what you can add and not focusing on what you need to take away or what you shouldn't be doing or don't do. It almost makes our inner child want to react and be like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. It makes us feel limited when really our being is limitless. So I put a PDF together of 10 different things. I will also link in the show notes the whole video of YouTube of me going through the entire program of these 10 essentials. It's completely free. I also have a whole PDF printout of it. If you would like to email me at julianenowe@gmail.com. So that's julianenow@gmail.com. If you email me, I will send you the PDF so you have a whole copy for yourself. And I'm going to go through the PDF here as part of this new episode. If you see me kind of looking off to the side, for those of you who are watching the video version, it's because I'm referring to the PDF itself. So it's a great overview of everything I'm talking about, but also just to have notes and reminders and education and information for you to have to continue on your journey of things that work for you, what doesn't work, and empowering yourself. That's what my mission to do is empower people. We have been taught systems and structures from other people that, as we see, are not working, and they want you to fit in. When I'm channeling, it's almost showing like if you were a sheep or a cow or an animal basically being herded into lines and sections, and if you fit in, then you're accepted, or if you fit in, then you're doing things right, or if you believe the system, then X, Y, and Z works. Whereas the new way of being is living outside of those and creating a new way that's loving, that has connection, that's vulnerable, that includes yoga and cannabis and food healing and the feminine and masculine energies working together. It's for the seekers, seers, and leaders of the new way. I will also link to all my free groups here and from past episodes too. So please like, subscribe, share this episode to all your friends, your family, to all the people you know, to your grandma, to your children, to your dog, anyone who also needs this information, because it's really that old saying, the more the merrier. The more that we start to talk about these things, the more we start to heal, we start to connect into our natural inherited DNA, we start to change into these light activations. There's so much going on that no one is telling us about. So I'm so happy that you found me and this channel and my show, and let's get started. So first thing is start where you are. So small steps equal big change. Desire, action, manifestation. I'm going to repeat that. Desire, action, manifestation. Write those down. Those three are the keys to manifesting anything. So first you have the desire, which is the feeling, your reasons, your why. Then you're going to find aligned action. Maybe it's reaching out to similar groups, to people that are looking to heal what you can offer. Finding those aligned actions, then that equals the manifestation. The universe is going to support you in whatever your desire is, because it's for a higher good for you and for everyone else. Again, we're adding things, not taking things away. I believe that happens naturally. I believe that once you start adding all these good things, you're naturally not going to want so much negative or crappy things. This bit of a class will guide you through the 10 essentials. Again, if you want the full video, I will link that in the show notes, and you can also get the PDF by emailing me. Change the belief equals change the story. So a lot of the time we have these beliefs that aren't serving us. So we have this story that so-and-so treated me this way, so because they did that, I am now like this. And because you keep believing that, you keep creating that. Everything's going to keep showing you almost as proof into your life. Like, see, because that happened to me, all these things keep happening. When you can start changing the story and saying, this happened to me, this is what I learned from it, now I do things this way, and abundance comes my way. It's all about changing your beliefs so then you can start to change your life. Getting into the 10 essentials. First one is movement. So I believe that there are 4 bodies: the physical body, mental body, spiritual/soul body, and the emotional body. So energy obviously is everything. It's us. It's everything we're looking at. It's everything around us. It's consistency. It's everything everywhere. We're just energy moving really fast to make solid particles. So if we have these 4 bodies and there's energy stuck anywhere, things are going to manifest like physical symptoms that are showing that there's dis-ease somewhere and something needs to be healed. We're going to see emotional outbursts because we haven't healed a certain part in our emotional body. So once you start to connect and believe that you have 4 bodies put together to create you as a being, you'll start to realize the energy needs to be moved when something is stuck. And the quickest way to do that is to add movement. So that could be doing yoga. That could be connecting to your breath. You can easily connect to your breath and allow things to move. That also helps with visualization. So if you're feeling discomfort in your stomach and you start to close your eyes, connect to your breath, long inhales, even longer exhales, picturing whatever's stuck there starting to move, and it will start to release. You have the tools to heal yourself, and you have the ability to add movement in any way, shape, or form that is accessible to you. Again, make this easy. This is adding something. So it could be a small 15 to 20 minutes. It could be walking out to get the mail. It could be putting on a 15-minute yoga video you find on my YouTube channel. It could be doing the breath work. So find inspiration from your own life. This is key. Be practical. Look at your surroundings. You're not going to think about skiing and it's middle of the winter. Like things like that. Be practical and find inspiration from your own life. Bonuses from adding movement is going to lift your mood, lift your spirit, connect you to your body, and heal on such an easy and accessible level. So the PDF explains this more, and there's a bunch of pictures. Number 2 is calming the mind. So we also come from the NOWe philosophy that there's mind, body, spirit connection. All those 4 bodies are connected. Once you start to calm your mind, it allows you to feel clear. You have more space in your mind to be creative. You're able to process things so much quicker and easier. You'll start to feel more like you, and you'll start to notice that a lot of things just don't matter anymore. That's what I always am finding on this journey. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was so stuck and being annoyed about this situation when I could have just calmed my mind and realized that that's just drama and it doesn't even matter. Or that I needed to create a new boundary and now I don't have to worry about it. Or there's something that's going on and maybe this is a continuous healing that I need to meditate on for a long time or even years or forever. Just again, meeting yourself where you are. Calming the mind can start by going into meditation. Again, you can find lots on YouTube, or I have a few on my podcast for yoga nidras. That's my favorite way of calming the mind. I have one yoga nidra on my podcast. If you scroll back through the episodes, and it's 20 minutes. You just close your eyes and listen to my voice. And I promise you, you will feel so much better. It's also equal to like hours of sleep when you do a yoga nidra. So very calming, very relaxing. Another easy one that I teach in the schools that is great for any age is moving your thumb along your pointer, middle, ring, and then pinky finger. So pointer is peace, touch middle finger begins, ring with pinky me. And you just keep going and it slows you, it calms you down. A lot of the time meditation is just redirecting your focus. So when people are like, there are no thoughts and I didn't hear anything, I don't know about that because you have a brain. So I always say that there's always going to be thoughts, but you're just looking for a place to focus and redirect those thoughts. That's really meditation. So maybe you're staring at a campfire and everyone's like, that's so relaxing. Well, it is because you're redirecting your focus and you're focusing on something else. Or mantras. That's so relaxing. Repeating a mantra over and over. So find things that engage your focus and feel really good. Add more of that. 3 comes back to our meditation. A lot of the times we see those images of everything's perfect and our eyes are closed and we don't even need any background noise because we're so calm. Yes, that does exist, but that isn't the only way to meditate. Sometimes it's just finding something that's more quiet. So releasing that extra noise all the time, whether it's music or people talking. Just find a quieter space. Walking in nature, that's a walking meditation. Again, yoga nidra, the body scans. Sometimes getting in the tub and just putting on like a hertz, like 528 hertz, HZ for hertz, which is like equal to the heart vibration. There's different vibrations you can find. Just putting that on, that's a meditation. Counting your breath, which could be 5 breaths or inhale for 4, exhale for 4. All these are so easy to do. You could also incorporate cannabis into your routine. Finding the right strain will calm you, and then you can pair that with meditation or yoga and intention. Number 4 is get out of your head and into your heart. Sometimes this is really great when you have those thoughts on repeat. So your focus is there on those repetitive thoughts and you almost need like a rampage of better thoughts. So you can make up your own. Some mornings I'm a morning person and other mornings I'm not a morning person. It just depends. So sometimes I need that extra look out the window. The sun is great. Today's gonna be a great day. I love this coffee. I love what I'm going to do today. And just starting to find these like good thoughts. I'm abundant. I'm wonderful. My food's tasting really good. I'm going to pack this with me today. So I keep feeling really good. Just finding that rampage, or you can go online and find one on YouTube to play while you're getting ready. You can do this afternoon, evening. Sometimes I have to do this when I'm starting to feel like blah or something happened and it's starting to make me feel negative. Just getting into the rampage of good thoughts. Change your thoughts, your mood, and your whole day. So that's a way of getting out of your head and your heart. Just finding ways to change those thoughts, redirecting your focus. Next, we have something to do with cannabis, CBD. So I personally believe that everyone can use CBD. And you may have different reasons as to why. I am in the process of creating a course that explains the endocannabinoid system, so everyone has that in their bodies. And when it's not in homeostasis, we have symptoms of many things: the nervous system, mental health, sickness, disease, skin issues, stomach issues, everything basically corresponds to this endocannabinoid system. So using a coach like me or looking into your own research, you can find what strains work for you, when, why, and how. But I've added CBD in here because it's something that you can easily add. In Canada, it is now recreationally legalized, medically legalized, and in some states as well. So check your laws and regulations. You can be a medical patient. You can get it at approved places by the government. But adding CBD will really change how you feel. And you can do this by smoking, vaping, oil, extract, capsules. Some people like edibles. You can do a high CBD, low THC. You can find a 1-to-1. So again, depending on who you are, what you have going on, you can tailor your CBD use to you. And that's something, if you'd like to talk more about, feel free to book with me. Number 6 is herbs and supplements. So I have a whole drawer / counter space in my kitchen dedicated to supplements and herbs. So I have probiotics, I have Camphor multivitamins, I have the omegas, vitamin D for winter and fall. I have so many different oils. I have lemon balm, chai, other spices, magnesium. I have maca for smoothies, chlorella for smoothies, so many different powders and supplements, lysine. Again, you can tailor that to you depending on what you need for your system or what you feel really works for you. You can book a health coach session with me and I'm happy to help you with that. Or there's usually many health food stores that if you ask someone that's working there, they're happy to help you. And I always suggest when you are getting supplements, always find stuff that supports your immune system and gut health. It's a good place to start. And so adding those herbs and supplements daily into your routine makes a huge difference in all 4 levels of the body. Remember, that's physical, mental, spiritual/soul, and emotional. Number 7 is plants. So I love juicing. It's like the quickest way that you can get the sunshine into your body. And I've created a PDF. So if you want to learn about how to do that at home, again, I will link that into the show notes. You can get a juicer. There's 12 recipes in there. You can tailor what you want. So I have a cellular healing one. I have one that helps eliminate sugar and one that helps to ease cellulite on the body. There's 12 recipes, grocery list, tons of information, what the difference is between juicing and smoothies, why I believe everyone needs to juice, and so much more information. It's like 13 pages of information. So start juicing. That's something you can add right away, and it's super easy to do. The PDF also includes ways that you can juice daily or you can do a cleanse, up to you. I was vegan for a year. Now we aren't, and I don't really label how I eat, but I definitely do more vegan things, I'd say, in my eating style than not vegan. But sometimes I want to eat bacon, so I eat bacon. I love that Applewood smoked cheddar. Sometimes I eat that with like gluten-free cracker. So just going with how I feel. I don't really eat red meat ever. This summer I had like a hot dog, but I probably haven't had a hot dog in 3 or 4 years. So getting a little more lenient because I have healed so much that my stomach is able to start eating a few different things. But again, that's just on occasion. So I haven't eaten red meat for 3 years. I just ate a little bit this summer, but that's something I don't eat much of. But that comes from naturally choosing to not want to eat that. I don't have like rules set out that I'm not eating hot dogs anymore. It comes from feeling so good from eating in such a healthy way. So add juicing into your life and add more plants. That also has to do with cannabis. 8 is adding non-negotiables. So once you start finding what's good for you, start adding these non-negotiables. Like for me, a non-negotiable would be like every day I'm going to include cannabis into my life. That's not negotiable. Like maybe if I'm in the States and I couldn't travel with it, I don't have PTSD, I can get away with not using it for longer periods of time than those with PTSD. But so that's something that I could be lenient on, but while I'm here and it's accessible, like that's something that I don't find negotiable. I like having it in my day for many reasons. Moving every day. Again, whether it's going for a walk, that's something that's non-negotiable. Finding what works for you, what to eat, not to eat. When I was vegan, it wasn't negotiable if I was going to eat things that weren't vegan. It was I was vegan. So finding what your non-negotiables are, and that's easy to add into your life once you find what works for you. It's all about empowering yourself and speaking up for yourself, being your own advocate. What can you live with? What can you live without? Hold yourself accountable. Can be one thing, a few things, daily, weekly, monthly, forever. Take care of you, adds harmony and balance. All that comes from having non-negotiables. And again, we aren't taught that. Number 9 is your environment. Who do you surround yourself with? This is major. I have left jobs or, you know, just like amazing things, because over time, I just couldn't work for that person anymore. It really just starts eating at your energy and your soul. And I'm not saying like sit on the couch and don't do anything because of your environment. I mean, like, look at your environment. Are you the only spiritual person in your group? Then you may want to start going out and make some different friends, as well as having the friends that you have. You want to find that tribe in the environment that teaches you, you teach them, you lift each other up. You're finding new ways of being, living, just like the group Leaders, Seekers, and Seers of a New Way. That's a group that I have. Actually, sorry, it was a New Earth. I just changed that because we are all living on planet Earth and there's a different way we could be living. I also have my caregivers and support group for spouses and caregivers to those that are living with PTSD. So again, there's lots of different groups out there if you just start looking for it. Looking at your work environment. Do you not like your work desk? Maybe it's worth investing in one that actually makes you feel good when you look at it. Look at your environment. And what about an outside space? Do you go outside enough? Do you have a Zen space you can chill out in? What are your colors? Do you work in white walls all the time and you feel like you need a little more color? Can you wear more colors? How do you speak to yourself? How do you speak to those around you? How do those around you speak to you? Do you add play at all? Where do you spend most of your time? Because that's how you start to create and spend your days, which creates your life. So adding more good feels into your environment, and then naturally, slowly setting up those boundaries and taking those things away that don't feel so good, because it actually makes you sick. Number 10, our last one, is speak what you seek until you see what you said. I feel like that's a Ram Dass quote that I used as my title, but it comes into our subconscious mind. So if you start to really believe in a different way of being, or believe in the gifts that you have to offer, or you think, geez, I'm only making this much money per year, I could be making so much more. Once you start to believe it, your subconscious mind starts to change and meets with your conscious mind, which connects to everything. Speaking what you seek until you see what you said also combines everything we just talked about. So combining the plant healing, the yoga, the breath, the calming, the change of the environment, all that starts to change everything around you. So it starts to becoming more aligned to who you really are inside, and you start to awaken those around you. So even though at first it may seem like you're doing this just for yourself, you're actually like giving a gift to everyone else. Like, I believe in this new way of being, and then something starts to awaken in them and they start to think, hey, there's a new way of being. So you're actually like giving a gift to other people by living your truth. Number 10 can also be developing a spiritual practice. So this doesn't have to be like any certain way. This can just be starting to read books about what that means to you. Maybe it's like a sentence as to what that means to you. But just remembering who you are as a spiritual being and adding to that, because that brings you back to your personal power. There can always be more that you want to add. So that was just 10 I chose. So break down what you want to add and why. So once you start notice that there's other things that really start feeling good, stick to your why, break it down into small parts, add. Again, don't stress about what needs to be taken away. Keep coming back to your why. Remain on the feelings, not the logical reasons. So a lot of the time you might think, well, I need movement because then my body will look this way or this and this will happen. But really want to focus on the feeling. I feel more alive. I feel more present. I feel more awake. On your feelings. I'm more present as a wife, as a mom, as a stepmom, as a career woman, as a man. Really feeling those feelings, and that's your why, not the logical reasons. Coming back to ego versus the heart. So the heart always wins, and that's why you need the feeling. Because sometimes in the physical world, you're not always going to see what you're aiming to do. So you need to believe in your heart first, and then you'll start to see it. That's the key to believing and then keep speaking what you see until you see what you said. If you have any questions at all about anything I've talked about, reach out to me at any time. Again, please feel free to share. Also, I'd love to hear what some of your essentials are to living your life from the heart and just awakening into this amazing being that you are. Because maybe there's something that you do that you feel others should know. I'd love to share what these other essentials are and maybe even add it to the PDF. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I look forward to connecting with you further.